Hello, you wonderful mother truckers, you and fellow rebels, and welcome to another video. Well, you may have known just recently it was Pakistani Independence Day, where members of the Pakistani community who celebrated their independence from Britain by moving here and holding celebrations in Britain for their independence from Britain, had roads closed and walked through and waved the Pakistani flag. That's the flag of our country, by the way. And that was fine. And they could do all that because the best way to celebrate independence from Britain is having parties in British streets because you moved here after getting independence from Britain because you didn't like how Britain ruled it in Pakistan, but you're okay here. Make it make sense. Then, of course, we get another examples of, wonderful two-tier policing. So here we go. British police dance with Pakistani Muslims. The British police are making the whole world laugh, and they are. So let's just have a wonderful view of this. I mean, community cohesion, I guess, is what you'll use for. But I mean, did you see that the roads all shut? Absolutely full. Absolutely full. But of course, there isn't an issue because they're Pakistanis celebrating the independence from Britain by living in Britain and dancing in British streets and closing British streets off because they got independence because they didn't like how Britain ruled it. But that's okay because, of course, you know, I'm the problem. But then the police not only do that, which they're going to go, it's community cohesion and all that sort of rubbish, but in reality, they're supposed to without fear or favour. But by doing that, you're kind of showing favour because you'll do that with them. But then, arrest people for hurty words on social media. But then it gets even better because they even, as correctly reported here by Harman Singh Kapoor, state of British are even getting kids to bully them now. And this was in London, of course, where, of course, Sadiq Khan allowed the roads to be all closed and everything shut because the Pakistanis who live in Britain have got to celebrate their independence from Britain in Britain. And you've even got this, which is an embarrassment. I mean, how's that funny? How's that funny? But then again, they can, because they're emboldened, because our current government protects them. I mean, how is that? Well, of course, remember, we're the problem. I mean, Harman Singh Kapoor is you should follow him on Twitter. He's pretty cool. He's right there. But this is the country we live in, and you can't see how people will perceive that, where one demographic is getting preferential treatment when other demographics are getting sent to prison for 26 months for yelling at a hotel. And you think this helps, and you think that you're doing yourself a big favour. And this, of course, is, the counter-protest with all the anti-fascists and anti-Nazis, which, of course, they are actually that. They are the fascists and they are the Nazis, because they are. Claim that they've driven us off the street. The media jumped in. You've driven them off. You think that because no one's out protesting and rioting at the moment, rioting is bad. Protest, good. Rioting, bad. Peaceful demonstration, good. Throwing rocks at people, bad. No matter which section you come from, even though, of course, it only applies to one, and we can all see that because there's plenty of video evidence. But, of course, that's what Keir Starmer and his government wants to suppress. Make it make sense. But we're living in that world. This is the country that we now live in. And somehow, that's okay. Somehow, you can have our police being degraded and assaulted and insulted on a daily basis by one demographic, and that's fine, and we'll get in our vehicles and we'll run away. But when another demographic does it, you turn up in riot gear, arrest them for having someone shout at you and gesticulating for you, be processed and thrown in prison for 20 months. And you can't see that that isn't going to breed resentment. But on the flip side, personally, I'd like to thank you for awakening millions of Britons to the problems that we've had for years, that you've done a very good job at suppressing, but now can't. But now you're trying even harder by targeting people who dare point that out. It is what it is, I guess. Any case, I'm done with that. Enough. So, until the next one.
This once great nation, eroded by time, with its crushed population.